Oh, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Welcome back. We are continuing our cutscene painting stuff. I'm gonna need to open up the dialogue editor. Ita bida dialogi. We're gonna load up the Artec Rise, not assets, engine. There we go. Okay, and this is phase out lost. Considering how much time it takes to make a single one of these cutscenes, these are going to be used fairly sparingly. Okay, so I think the next time we're gonna have a switch is gonna be here. At least we're out. There we go. Okay. Now, trial course lost. That's the place where we paint our cutscenes. So we're gonna make a new layer. 03. Mm-hmm. We're gonna start by getting this. What is this site? This is my place where I post development, all sorts of development, like how-to tutorials and stuff. The concept bay.net. I've put together a little JavaScript web-based tool for creating dialogue trees and dialogue choices called Dialogi. And then you can basically just create dialogue options. You can choose what kind of messages, like auto message, random message, pause, choice, and stuff. Is it a plugin? It's not a plugin. This basically produces a JSON file, which essentially contains all the information you need in order to like create branching dialogues, the flow of dialogue. So all you do is you program your own dialogue system. Because as I'm working on multiple games, I'm realizing that every game handles dialogue slightly differently, but the underlying structure of how you store the dialogue is always the same. So I didn't really bother creating a plugin to recreate the dialogue. I just made a tool that allows me to quickly build the dialogues, right? And you can do all sorts of stuff with this, like what is it? Pick a random dialogue branch, offer the player choice, give them experience, because some of my games have XP points. You don't have to use all of them, right? You only program in the parts that you want to use. Quest giving, changing, quest checking. Changing the quest would be like changing the description or something. Item giving, playing music, stopping music if you want to launch some music during a particular cutscene. You know, flags if you want to have the players store if they achieved a certain task or talk to a certain character. You know, all sorts of stuff. Okay, so yeah, so that's what it is. And then when it comes down to replaying, that's up to you to program the system that works for your game. I know there's a lot of plugins out there that, you know, attempt to do both at the same time, but I don't want to really rely on someone else's plugins and then have to figure out how to like retrofit them into my project. So yeah, so I'm just doing some cutscene painting here. So we're doing this one right here. At least we're out. Hey, Zoltan. Welcome back. Okay, so at least we're out. I want to see if I can combine multiple messages together. At least we're out, as much as I would have loved to stick around to feel my face melt off. Okay, I think we can combine these two. This one will need its own card. So okay, what should we do here? Maybe just something like this. What was the first cutscene? What was the pose on the first one? It was just him kind of getting up. Okay. Okay, so doing something like this. Eyes, gonna drop it down. Hmm. Okay, yeah, not as big. Dear Santa. uh, man, I want to work on a comic book. Add that to the list of endless projects. And there's a practical application to the comic book as well. It's to introduce some characters for a future game. Something like Batman Arkham, Arkham Knight. How often people buy your courses? It's not independent courses. It's basically just sign up, subscription, and then you just get access to everything. Too much work to do independent courses, like tutorials, development, streams, videos, everything is just under one single account. We do this. Okay. Now, should I have the other character here? Like this? This big old side of the face. Big old nose on the side. Hmm. I think maybe constricting the view might be good. Yes, there we go. That's what we can do. Hmm. Okay. Looks like preview. Basically, yeah. Quick sketch to set up the set up the composition. Oh, that's perfect. There should be an ear here somewhere. From this angle, would it be like this or would it be like this? It's kind of flat if we do it like this. Yeah. Perfect. All right, so that's good. Should I just stick to this then? Not bother with doing a clean one. I think I think I should just establish the shots because there's no point in doing a non-colored semi-clean version of this. So I'm just gonna keep this. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this like this. Cut it out, paste it in. We're just gonna use this to set up the shots and then replace the graphics with clean ones. So Milo, Tim. Just gonna use a color that I can actually see. Mm-hmm. Then we're gonna turn to white. That's Tim actually. Nope. This one. I should also continue doing my what is it? Drawing poster drawing streams. Man, my schedule is just out of whack. I've been putting a little too much time into the VR project. The VR shooter specifically. Okay, do we actually need to spend this much time on it? Can I just do this? Yeah, there we go. Cool. Hey, hey, good day. Good day indeed. Okay, pop these up here. Okay. And we're going to use the export layers tool here. Chemical, good day. All sorts of new folks. Artec Rise, engine, yes. And there we go, sprites, cutscenes, cutscene, trial course lost. Right. What is our structure here? Trial course lost, and then we got these two characters. And then we also have this. I need to organize this stuff into what? Slides? 0203. I guess we can just organize it like this. So this would be... Uh-huh. 03. Like this. Perfect. Now, if only there was an option to not create a separate layer. Sprites, cutscenes, cutscene textures. Oh, that's assets. Okay, I'm gonna save the cutscenes folder here, just for easy, quick access. Okay, trial course lost. It's gonna end up storing there anyways. There we go. What cake first? I think the pie came first. Okay, and what is this group? That is first one. So this is 01, Milo. And this is, what is this? Oh, that's, whoops. That's Tim. There we go. Perfect. Okay, scenes. This needs to go to the scenes. And I suppose I'll just have a separate created document for separate cutscenes. There we go. Art or game dev? Were you already good at game dev or art? Well, in my personal case, I started with music. And I was absolute shit at drawing any sort of visual stuff. But, you know, the rite of passage for an indie dev without any money. You gotta learn this stuff yourself. Okay, so that's exported. So now we can set it up. Okay, so we can hide 02 because that's irrelevant. We can hide 01. Get node 3D. 03. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate the first two sprites here. Those should be the character sprites. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. Let's find a nice camera angle to work with. Pin that. Okay, I think this one actually has a good starting point. I'm gonna duplicate 03, phase out lost, middle nowhere. Okay, so more pressing matters. That's the name of the animation. Okay. So this one's gonna be on the 03 node. It's really nice how you can just edit the name of the node here. Okay. Okay, there isn't gonna be any motion here. Well, that's nice. Now, this has to be larger. kind of like this. And I did not make a record of the camera position, so that's lovely. Gotta be careful. We have a bit of a camera wiggle here, so this may end up revealing where the edges of the sprites are. So we'll just have to work with that. As a matter of fact, hold on a second. Can we not just lift all of this up a bit? Yeah, there we go. We can also technically rotate the camera so we get a slightly different edge of the shot. There we go. What kind of game you're making? Check out Artag Rise on Steam. It's the early build of this project. Basically inspired by Super Meat Boy. Okay, there we go. And then we got this. Okay. Cool. So now in the dialogue, we're going to say this is the animation, this is the function, this is the cutscene. Okay, and then we need to save and export. Let's go to engine, dialogues. There we go. All right. Now if I press, you know what? I need to make this scene right here be the main scene. Show the file system. Set as main scene, because we're going to be spending a lot of time here right now. Yeah.
For fuck's sakes, man! I would have gotten it working!
Yeah, like hell you would. The thing was clearly busted. I did us a favor.
Oh yeah, great favor. It spit us out in the middle of God knows where, and there's not a phase gate in sight, all because you decided to take things into your own damn hands. And this isn't even the first time you pulled this shit either.
At least we're out.
Okay.
As much as I would have loved sticking around to feel my face melt off, we've got more pressing matters, don't we?
For God's sake.
Okay. That works. We're not going to watch the entire cutscene every time we add a new slide, but I think it just, the framing is a little weird. Maybe, ooh, okay, that's definitely not what I wanted to do. And there's not a whole lot we can do to fix it, so I guess we're going to go to the transforms instead. Is it because the FOV changes or something? How does it feel hearing your own voice? I mean, I've been listening to it so long that you know, once you work on the project where you're voicing one of the characters, it stops bothering you. Okay. So that's good, but I feel like the framing's a bit weird. Also, I think we have like repetition enabled because I can see the edges of the sprites right there. They're right there. Okay. Oh, linear mapping looks like something. Hmm. Interesting. There's no texture property. Nearest map could work, or we could just embrace the pixels. Okay, let me check that. Oh yeah, I think we have the shortcut to skip one of the dialogues. Yeah. Oh, okay. It tried something. Attempt to call function play on a null instance and a null instance. Okay, trial course phase out. Camera pen trial course resume end. Ah, this is what happens when we reach the end of the dialogue. So, interesting. We can't really skip. We can't skip a single message.
For fuck's sakes, man! I would have gotten it working!
Maybe we should give it the ability to skip a single message. And the skip the entire thing is just going to be done by holding the button. Right? Let's pop into generic NPC. And then, all right, what do we get here? Skip cutscene. Input is action press, skip cutscene, skipping true, voice player stop. Okay, let's say that skip cutscene is only for a single message. Okay. We're gonna need to hold down the button to skip it. Should we just maybe program that right now? Sure. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We'll make a variable var skip cutscene time. It's gonna be 0. Over here, if we're in the dialogue, we're gonna start with this. So if it was just pressed, we're gonna record the time. Time get ticks msec in milliseconds. Okay, and now when we let go, just released. When we let go, if the difference between this and the last time we made a record of this is less than, let's say, 1 second, then we just want to skip. Then we just want to skip the single message. So I think we have a special type of command. We have auto advance. As long as skipping is true, dialog will move itself forward automatically. Huh, interesting. Oh, advanced next message right there. Okay, so we're gonna do advanced next message. I think that we might want to stop the voiceover as well. All right. Give that a test. Just piggybacking off of the same stuff.
For fuck!
Okay, well that was...
Oh yeah!
Huh. So it still waits for the animation to be done.
At least we're out. As much as I would have loved sticking around to feel my face.
Okay, that's good framing, but this doesn't work. Let's see. When we advance to the next message, check if there's a next message. Current message becomes that. Ah, I think we need to make auto advance become true. Okay, let's give that a try.
For fuck! Oh yeah!
Yes.
Great!
At least we're out. As much as I would have loved sticking around to feel my face melt off, we've got more pressing matters, don't we?
For God's sake.
Okay, cool. So now we got, for God's sakes, fine. Let's get moving. Don't forget the briefcase. Relax, I gotta write. I don't like this. This sounds bad. Hmm. Man, when you start involving cutscenes and you try to combine multiple messages together, it gets tricky. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Just sending a message. Okay. So we could do these two messages, and Milo's going to be off the side, not in the frame. So kind of like this. Let's see. Like it's starting to walk away. Or maybe more like leaning over. Hmm. Okay. Just having a conversation with a sound engineer. Whole figuring out some stuff with the dread tail. Okay. I think we need to have a general uniformity between proportions. Because our characters don't really have necessarily full bodies. Or, you know, standard proportion bodies. To stick to the channel aesthetic. This is actually where you usually have a concept art piece sitting on the side or pinned to the wall, where you can reference things like proportions, dimensions. If the character's going this way, probably have it be this way. And the face is going to be more tilted this way, but he's looking to the left. Okay, this is 04 Tim. Don't know if that's going to work, but Guess we'll find out. At least get some sort of a draft going. There's a weird conundrum. On one hand, I want to get some sort of a scaffolding going, but on the other hand, wasting time on not so fleshed out composition shots just seems like what it is, a waste of time. Okay, he doesn't have a white background, so he's going to be kind of difficult to see. I should also keep this export layers plugin open because it doesn't remember the settings. Okay. So that's 3. This is 4. I also feel like we should make some kind of a tool to quickly populate, I don't know, like a wall full of these sprites. These ones also have a very particular distinct lighting on them, lighting and shadow, so you can't really arrange them in too many ways. Okay, we can set up an alternate scene right here on this side. Make use of that. Let me try that. Let me try creating a tool that allows us to populate a cutscene with a particular background. Let's do 3D scene, cutscene, BG. Wait, hold on. Don't I have that already? I have this one, which is the grass. Cutscene sprite scatter. Yeah, I think I can use this. Duplicate. Rotate. Right, and then we give it... What do we give it? Give it the boulder. Mm-hmm. And now the offset is going to be... It's got a region. I don't really want a region. Scale round region. I might want to give ourselves an option not to use the bottom of the sprite as a center point. So let's make an export variable. Var bottom oriented. We're going to do true by default. And then when we change it, it's going to regenerate the sprites. And that is the offset y. So if bottom oriented, then it's going to run the offset on the y, thus aligning every sprite to the bottom of it. Which means here, bottom oriented is going to be false. Okay. There we go. Okay, now scale random is going to stay the same. And we also don't want any of these ground rocks. There we go. Ah, yeah, nice. That's exactly what we want. Y distribution, however, is going to be a problem unless we disable the billboard. in which case it could still be a problem, because our region is a two-dimensional region. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, let's keep working on this. So we got the region. It is used here. What if we change region to a vector 3? So x, y, z is going to be 0. Even though technically z is up and forward and backward. Okay, so we're going to do z, z, and then here we're going to do y. Mm-hmm. Alrighty, let's see how broken it is now. There we go. So that's going to give us some depth. That's good. Scale random could be adjusted. Could mess around with the seed. Rotating this thing might be kind of nice. Which means we're going to go here. Scale rand. And then we're going to do rotate rand. Angle rand. Vector 3, because we have 3 angles to work with. So right now it's going to be 0, 0, and then 0. Okay. Now we're going to go down here. Actually, just down here. Rotation, degrees. It's going to be equals to angle rand divided by 2. All right. Well, that gives us a big fat nothing. Uh-huh. Right, which makes... Actually, that makes no sense. Oh, well, it does work. Look at that. So we're going to keep that at 0. But we are going to randomize this. Okay, not bad. We're going to make sure we minimize the amount of randomness we got here. That could technically still be a problem. Maybe if the camera shot is fairly stable, it's not going to glitch out. Or we could simply push them further away from each other. Oh, no, that doesn't solve anything. I think we're going to have to make it alpha scissor. Okay. Export. I'll just do it right here. Alpha cut. Okay. Alpha cut, and then we go here. If alpha cut is true, alpha cut is set to discard. There we go. Can't hold your eyes any longer. Sounds good, man. Get some sleep. Okay. That's good. So if we now do alpha cut, no more issues because it actually cuts out the sprite. Being able to adjust the amount, however, would be nice. So let's also get alpha cut amount. Okay. What? Scissor threshold. It's weird. Here they call alpha cut, and here they call it alpha scissor. Okay. That is not the right data type. This is supposed to be export range from 0.0 to 1.0. 0.5 is the default value. And you can see that allows us to adjust how much of the black it's gonna keep before it cuts out the shape. All right, so now then, what do we got to do? We got to set up the next shot. So we take the camera, pin that sucker here. Take this. And then this is 04. Let's get moving. Okay, so I'm going to take this guy. This is 04. Take the camera. Rotate them together. Gotta take the grass. Well, that's a little weird. Region. I think something might have gotten slightly broken here. Region is a vector 3. And then here, maybe it's because it's an integer. I doubt it. Region X, region Y, region Z. And this is local position 2. Generate. Okay. Well, that seems a little strange. Could it be that it's just generating the same position over and over? Maybe. Because where do we set the seed? Seed is right here. But then every time we run random, randef, it should have generated a different number. So, oh, we have errors. That's why. Invalid get index x on base nil. Well, that makes sense. Because when we added the value for the angle, it for some reason got cleared, which is actually kind of danger zone for a lot of these properties. Need to make sure that they're reset. There we go. And then bottom oriented is important. There we go. So that's back to normal. You know, we don't really have to have a whole separate sprite for this grass. We could always just, you know, cover this entire place in it. Okay. Now, when we got 4,000 pieces of grass, this might be territory from multi-mesh instance rather than, well, this. Because multi-mesh instance is quite literally designed for handling hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of instances. So this might be a bit much. This might just be a bit much. We might have to make the multi-mesh scatter tool here instead. Okay, well, in the meantime, let's just see about setting this up. So we need to have perspective suggest where we're going. Mm-hmm. Okay, that looks like that's already a cutscene vine too. Okay, this one needs to be bottom oriented. That's right. Yet some of the sprites seem like they're they're floating. Oh, this one. Yeah, okay. This one's got actually, yeah, I think that one's floating. Let's see. Grass. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay, it's not this one. Nope. Usually when there's like one rogue pixel. Yeah. Oh, hold on. This one. When there's one rogue pixel somewhere at the bottom here, it causes the cropping to be mismatched. So we're going to do this, save it. Cool. So that's 3. I might as well double check all of them. Nope, can't open multiple. Good. Good. Yep, and good. Yeah, so that's the only one that was messed up. Cool. Okay, now we need to copy. I'm going to copy all the properties because we're probably going to lose it when we switch the animation right now. Yup. Okay. So, technically we don't need to click on the animation. We just need to open this tab here. So I'm going to paste the property and then record location, rotation. Just going to fix this up. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Ah, damn it. Should keep that open. Okay. Sure. Nice. Okay. So this is going to be, let's get moving. Copy that. Run the method. This is the cutscene. This is the animation. So process-wise, doesn't seem to be too bad. You probably get into the zone of it and skip most of it. Oh, well, we crashed. Why did we crash? We crashed because there's no Z value. Okay. What caused the crash, though? As in what object? Man, they should give us the name of the object somewhere. Member, self. No name. Okay. So I think it's just one of the components that we duplicated has a scale that is not set, that is set to 0, 0, 0. Scale random? No. Oh, that might be it. Okay, and we crashed.
For
Oh,
fuck's sakes,
oh no,
man.
we didn't.
I would have gotten it working.
Or did I just press continue? Hey,
Oh
okay.
yeah, great.
At least we're out. As much as relax, I gotta write.
That doesn't seem right. Shouldn't we have switched to... Yeah. 04, let's get moving. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. I think maybe the animation... It's still making this one visible, so we're gonna do 4. 4 becomes visible. Hides everything. 4 becomes visible. And then the camera is right here now? Paste. Properties. Make a record of the location. Make a record of the look of the rotation. There we go. All right. Shenanigans are abound.
Yeah, like hell you would. The thing was clearly busted. I did us a favor.
Huh.
Oh yeah, great favor. It spit us out in the middle of God knows.
At least we're out. As much as I would have loved sticking around to feel my face melt off, we've got more pressing matters, don't we?
For God's sakes. Fine. Let's get moving. Don't forget the briefcase.
Relax. I gotta write.
I don't like the framing here. I think it's not important enough. Okay, and then we switch to the animation panel. Aha. There we go. So switching to the animation panel doesn't force the animation to replay and then cause us to lose the properties, so that's good.
Yeah, like.
And this isn't even the first time you pulled this shit either.
At least we're out. As much as I would have loved sticking around to feel my face melt off.
Yeah, that was a little weird. It seems like it bypassed it twice. When we release, if the difference between the current time and last time is less than 1,000, then stop the voiceover, advance. Maybe we don't do auto advance. But we had to do auto advance.
Oh yeah, great favor. It spit us out in the middle of...
Ah, okay, that's the 1 second thing. Maybe we'll do 2 seconds. And also, we need some sort of a piece of user interface that indicates we're skipping the dialogue, skipping the cutscene.
Yeah, like hell you would. The thing was clearly busted. I did us a favor.
Oh yeah, great favor. It spit us out.
At least we're out. As much as I would have loved. Relax. I gotta write.
Wait. Wait a second. You know what? I think maybe we just do auto advance. Because that skipped over the next message. And I think the way the system works is that it it plays the current message, but immediately queues up the next message in the list. Let's try this, because it skipped over another character's dialogue there for a sec. Another character's message.
Yeah, like hell you would.
Oh yeah,
Okay, there we go.
great favor. It spit us out, and this isn't even the first time you pulled this shit either.
At least we're out. As much as I would have loved sticking around to feel my face melt off, we've got more pressing matters, don't we?
For God's sakes. Fine. Let's get moving. Don't forget the briefcase.
Relax. I gotta write.
What do you mean,
Okay. What do you mean, Dear God. I suck at dialogue. Everyone does when you start, but you just have to write more dialogue to get good at dialogue. So, what helps is actually hearing it play out. So that's probably the most important thing. This is why before we recorded some stuff, and you know, when we get together, we re-record some stuff, but it really helps when you hear it. So that's why I started playing out this whole dialogue just by myself, using my own voice. If you can get past the cringe, it really helps. Okay. Relax. I gotta write here. Maybe this is where I should put myself on the side of the screen. Okay, let's do... Oh no. Don't tell me. Okay, that's good. And then we can get rid of this. And then connect them this way. There's an interesting small book on dialogue writing. I forget what it was called, but there was a very nice point about cutting out a lot of the intermediate, like unnecessary clutter. If you can communicate the idea with the fewer words, the better. In particular cases, when you need to move things along. Sometimes you need to have something long, but that's for the artistic purpose. This is not artistic. Very artistic. Okay. Okay, so place this into 04. 05. Okay. Oh, great. My pen stopped doing pressure. Dang it. This is another annoying thing. Okay. Close. Open. Are we gonna open? Well, interesting. The plugin could sit there hogging Krita from closing. That's fascinating. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm. Mm, should I exaggerate and go kind of cartoony? Relax. I got it right here. Okay, now he's not pointing anywhere. You get what I mean. Well, I suppose this is the biggest problem of comic illustrators and writers. It's the fact that writers write up a scene that has like 5 different motions happening at the same time, and then comic artists are looking at it and it's like, what the hell's wrong with you? We're not making a movie here. Hmm. Hmm. We could have 2 poses where we switch between this pose and then the pose. But then it might look a little weird because we haven't established that characters can switch poses within the same shot. We can establish that early on, which would make it normal when it happens, but maybe we don't do that and stick to a single shot per single pose. Maybe, mayhaps. Hmm. Okay, so we have this one and we have this one. Okay. This should really be pointing downwards. What if we do something like this? Okay. It's like, look, I got it right here. Here where? And we're going to make sure it's large enough. Hmm. Okay, could we have maybe Tim in the forefront here? Actually, hmm. There's one of the next shots is I just had it on me. I was holding when we went through the gate, and the next thing that Tim says, "Are you kidding me right now?" Do I look? Do I look like I am? Okay. So we can do maybe something like this. Let's push that churn a little bit more. I know that in some comics, the lack of an item could be indicated with like a white outline. I don't know if that's really possible here. Okay, it's probably better to include more than we need and then just frame the shot where you learn such awesome sketching. Just an endless amount of sketching. It's really just that's all there is to it. It's just drawing these characters over and over and over and over and over again for various projects. These are actually the characters for our YouTube channel, gaming channel. So there's been plenty of opportunities to draw them for various thumbnails, for various, little promotional material. Okay. Okay, so that should be fine. And then what's Tim going to be doing in the background? Hmm. Hmm. Proportions, proportions, proportions. Okay, so we don't need to sacrifice size here. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Actually, you know what? If we're trying to make something very loose, I can just do this. Anything to cut out? Nope. Okay. Okay. Very loose. That's perfectly fine. So this is, I think this is 06. This is the next shot. I think the music is really going to help stress the importance of this loss, of this situation, which is another aspect that I can't wait to get to. Oh, okay. Need a new layer. There we go. All right. So that's 6. What do we have here? So 5 is this. Maybe this could work. Let's see. Let's see if this works out okay. So I'm just gonna draw a quick fill. Oh, 5. Milo. Hmm. And then maybe we can have Tim be right on the foreground. Kind of like we're going to shift it to the side. Okay. Let's get a little bit of an overlap here. Tend to spread the eyes too far apart. Okay. Mm-hmm. He is angry. Okay. Okay. So that should be fine. 05 Tim. Okay. Can we? Oh, I think we might. There we go. Shrink by 1 pixel. And then just fill it in. Beautiful. Nice. Okay. All right. Cool. So we have our major shot, and we have this. I believe 05 is not going to overlap. Let's see. Scenes. Yeah. Okay, good. This actually could work. Let's open up tools, export layers, pop, pop, pop. Scenes, trial course. Oh, we don't need to select the folder. It's just going to end up creating a new one otherwise. There we go. Cool. Okay, now that's 5, and I might as well just export 6 right away. Oh, come on. Let me place it in there. It's for archival purposes. Come on. Okay, we don't need that. But I'm going to place it in here nonetheless. Okay. And then just press OK. And there we go. Okay, beautiful. So we can set up these 2 shots now. Lock that in place. Okay, let's duplicate 5. I got it right. Cool. So 5, 5. Okay, so we need to get the camera to a different position before we can set this up. Hide this. This needs to enable spatial number 5, which is this one. Okay. And I gotta set up this character to be in front of everything. There we go. This guy's off in the distance. Perfect. And then we're going to take the camera. Record, record. Can we make it pull back a little bit? Sure. Just very slow. Or actually, let's flip it. Let's make it zoom in. Relax. I got it right. Oh yeah, that's way better. Okay, cool. And I can actually go to the previous shot. Let's get moving. And then I can duplicate this. So this is going to be 6. I just had it on me. So we're going to reuse this. I think I'll just copy these two. There's going to be 6. All right. Okay, there's no floor apparently. So we're going to have to scale this up. Okay, and I think we already recorded the camera, right? Just for good measure. Could do this a little bit. Okay. That grass coming in and out of the view might be a bit of a problem. I don't know if maybe we should enable alpha cut. Whoops, and there goes the grass. There we go. Okay, but I think now, no, the grass still disappears. I think that's just the visibility thing. The AB box size. It's like occlusion calling. Okay, that's fine. Actually, that's where the multi-mesh instance would come in handy. Because right now, grass is treated as every single texture of grass is a separate independent sprite 3D. We should be using a multi-mesh instance instead. The problem is that with the multi-mesh instance, it's we have multiple grass types, so we are gonna have to use multiple multi-mesh instances. Okay, well, it is what it is. We'll just have to deal with it and figure it out. It would be a smart thing to do, though. So multi-mesh instances are hyper-optimized way of displaying many, many, many frames. Cool. What do we got here? The previous animation is... Relax, I got it right. Copy that. So... That's the animation. This is the cutscene cluster, and then this is the method. Okay, and then request cutscene. This is this one. Okay, so we save it, export it. Actually, what if we place it here? Then it can span across 3 messages. Okay. Take a look at that.
Yeah, like hell.
Oh, yeah, great. And this isn't even.
At least we're out. As much as I would have loved sticking around to feel my face melt off, we've got more pressing matters, don't we?
For God's sakes. Fine. Let's get moving. Don't forget the briefcase.
Relax. I got it right.
Where's the briefcase?
I just had it on me. I was holding it when we went through the gate.
Are you kidding me right now?
No, I'm not.
Great! After all.
Okay. Now, what shot do we want now? Also, the dialogue has changed a little bit. Now I gotta orient myself based on the dialogue tree. Okay, you know what? It's been 2 hours. I'm gonna end the stream here and think about the dialogue and think about what needs to be changed. And then we'll come back and, sort some things out. You know, get the ball rolling with maybe improved dialogue. Cool. All right, thanks, fellas. Appreciate the company.